Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you all are doing amazing. If you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Intuitive Rose, nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you joined me again today. So today, y'all, we're going to do another pick a card reading on this topic. So feel free to choose between pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right. And if you feel drawn to, feel free to choose more than one. That's again only if you feel drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's begin. Alright, so if you chose pile 1, this is your reading, pile 1. So let's see, what is secretly being admired about you? Do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now. And then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. Alright, so we already have 3 cards. We have the Hermit, the Fool, and then the King of Pentacles. Alright, so I'm already getting that you have some sort of mystery to you, pile 1, that a lot of people admire. Alright, I'm even getting a message about your hair. One minute you may be feeling drawn to wear a hoodie or a hat. Okay, this can even be a cover-up. Alright, and then the next, on a Wednesday or on a Saturday, you're popping out with your hair done. You know, your hair's did. Okay, this could even be your natural hair or this could be added hair. Take it how it fits. But I do feel like you have these moments where you like to explore with your hair. All right, and this is what's being admired. You may also like to color it. Yeah, you may like to color it or cut it. All right, a lot of people admire your hair. Yeah, I'm also picking up on you being self-taught and self-made. All right, the Hermit card here, this lady is in a room and she's surrounded by books. So you may really dedicate yourself to a project or to studies. Okay, say for example you want to learn how to do your own hair, or you want to learn how to work on a car. All right, I can see you making time and effort and investing in products, investing in tools, equipment, the right ones to get you where you need to be, or at least get you where you want to be. Okay, so it does feel like you invest in yourself and you invest in your skills, your knowledge. All right, you definitely seem to be one that's always exploring as well. You may be into reading a lot, or this could even be journaling. Okay, and if this is not journaling, maybe you are you're someone that likes to record on your phone. Okay, so say you see something at the store and you like to keep track, like, oh, I remember I went to this grocery store and they had a sale, or I remember seeing mom's favorite cake. All right, so it's like you keep these things in mind, so then her upcoming birthday, you know where to go to get her cake, or you know where to go to get that item that you knew you were going to need later. Okay, this is what people secretly admire. All right, and I also feel like this gives off like a very responsible energy, especially that King of Pentacles. That's that Capricorn towards Virgo energy. I also got Aquarius with the Fool card in Virgo. Again, that's earth energy and air sign. But yeah, I do feel like you like to explore your options as well. You're not one that really just settles. And what I mean by that is you can give off that you do multiple things, or you're talented in multiple things. This is what's secretly being admired. The Fool card is giving no one really knows where you're actually going to be in 10 years, because you're always exploring new things. You're always mastering skills, and it's like they can't really keep up. But I do feel like you're full of unlimited potential, pile 1, and this is what's being admired about you. All right, I do feel like this King of Pentacles, a lot of people do notice too how like your finances, they're always in order, or this can even be you doing what you need to do so that they are in order. All right, some of you guys, you may be into saving, you may be into investing stocks, stuff like that. What is it, Bitcoin? I don't really know all of them, but yeah, you may be diving into that. The Hermit card here, I can see you gaining a new interest, and then you're invested in it, okay? But it really doesn't take you long to learn something, especially because you invest so much time and energy. All right, yeah, a lot of people feel like you have so much potential, and this is what's being admired about you. Okay, you're definitely multi-talented. All right, and some people may also be secretly admiring how you're saving yourself. So whether that's, saving yourself till marriage, or, you're waiting to have kids, you're not being so quick with settling down in connections, especially if you notice anything off. All right, I do feel like you use your discernment very well, and this is what's being admired about you. A lot of people notice that you have not been tricked. Don't take that the wrong way, Pawan, but with the Fool card here, there's this lady, she's looking at herself in the mirror. So I do feel like you have a very heightened intuition that not many are aware of, okay? And they can only assume because, you are doing well for yourself. You're not in unhealthy and toxic connections, platonic, romantic, all of the above, even coworkers, you really do stay to yourself. Not many has the luxury of being included in your circle. And this is what's being admired about you. You do have high standards. You do hold yourself to a high standard. And again, it just gives maturity, it gives respect. All right. And this Fool card here, I feel like you're not a fool at all, but you can come off as that sometimes. Okay. You could just have an innocent face. You could have a very innocent voice. Okay, or some of the things that you do may come off as really kind, and some people associate kindness with weakness, so yeah, or naiveness, I guess you can say. But yeah, this is what's being admired about you. You seem to be full of potential. All right, and I'm also noticing this bag that is on the Fool card. So you may also carry purses with you, or you may also have like a lot of bags with you all the time. It just gives very studious. It gives very busy, very productive. Okay, you may also be one that likes to shop. All right, and even the things that you buy, this is what's being admired about you. This could be the clothing choices. You may also be into designer outfits with the King of Pentacles. So yeah, you may be literally saving or working to live luxuriously, Pawan, and this is what's being admired about you. Okay, yeah, and even I'm getting this message about your grocery choices. So yeah, someone here could have looked and seen what you were purchasing. This could have been the cashier, or just another customer passing by. They noticed what was in your cart. All right, this is what's being admired about you. You definitely seem to be very smart with your choices, your decisions, okay? And you may be someone that, you teach yourself these things. You teach yourself this discipline. All right. So yeah, we're going to jump to part 2 of your readings. So if this is resonating with you, Pawan, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership. All right. So if you chose Pile 2, this is your reading, Pile 2. So let's see what is secretly being admired about you. All right. Do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now, and then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. All right, you guys, so we already have 3 cards here. We have the Star, the Page of Swords, and the Broom, which is the Death card in this deck. So some of you guys, I'm already getting this message about you know how to cook a good fish. So yeah, you could also be a Pisces. You don't have to be, but someone secretly admiring your cooking skills. Maybe you're also creating a recipe book. You could be creating a book in general. All right, you are writing a story. You're writing your story. Okay, this is what's being admired about you. Yeah, with this Star card here, I'm noticing how this card has a lot of clothes on. Normally the Star in the Rider-Waite's deck is nude, and that can represent starting over. It can represent freeing yourself, okay, healing, all right, starting over, right? But this Star card, she's covered, she's looking up. So in a way, this could even represent you getting yourself out of a situation that may have made you feel stuck, made you feel lack. Okay, what's being admired about you is that you have reached a level of stability, of security, even fame. Sometimes the star card could represent celeb vibes. So yeah, you seem to have a name for yourself. You may also be well known. This is what's being admired about you. And again, this ladder can represent climbing up to success. And everyone's version of success is different, but you seem to be climbing up the ladder. You seem to be a part of the big leagues. Okay, you seem to be a part of a good tribe, a good neighborhood. Even this could be another thing. You move to a better neighborhood. This is what's being admired about you. Okay, I'm definitely getting this message of you made it. All right, I love this. So it's either you're making good things that a lot of people feel like should be sold. You should have a restaurant, or you should be selling your items to restaurants so that you can get more recognition. Or this could be like you having status, you being a celebrity, you being someone online that a lot of people like, that a lot of people look up and feel inspired by. This is what's being admired about you. You are actually a star. Okay, I love this. The Page of Swords, the Death card here. A lot of people learn from you. This is what's being admired about you. And you seem to speak to all different age groups. Or this could be you have the ability to speak and resonate with all age groups, okay? Some of you guys, you may also be gifted with gifts, like spiritual gifts, all right? I can see this with the Star card here. Maybe your ancestors passed some gifts down, okay? This is what's being admired about you. The Page of Swords, again, people are learning from you. People are being able to receive help, knowledge, wisdom from you, Paltu. This is what's being admired. You have this ability to change other people's life. You have this ability to help people become whole again, all right? Again, this Star card here can sometimes represent going through a healing stage, okay? Having to find yourself, all right? Having to find, that North Star. So you seem to be a guide to people. This is what's being admired about you. And some of these things may not make sense to everybody, but I do feel like you have a lot of people that trust you, that trust your word, that want to drink out of the same cup as you. Like, that's what I'm getting, because you seem to have healing energy. You seem to have a very calming energy as well with the Star card here. People feel very safe. Okay, you may also have a very welcoming spirit. So your home may feel very cozy to not just you, but to everybody, your grandkids or your kids. This could even be friends, their children, okay, strangers. Even if you do help people out, I do feel like your assets, like even your car, all right, people find the things that you have, like they have healing energy. And I know that may sound a little weird, but it reminds me of the first time that I ever walked into a metaphysical shop. You know how them shops are filled with so many crystals, and they have on soft music playing. So it's like immediately that you're walking into a whole healing tunnel. So you seem to have that energy, okay? The work that you do, the work that you put out there. Some of you guys, you may also make art. People can feel the story behind that art, all right? They can listen to it. They can see it, okay? They can feel it, all right? You definitely touch people's senses for sure. This is what's being admired about you, all right? I do feel like you give people hope, all right? Yeah, the Star card makes me think of leadership energy too. So you seem to be put on a lot of pedestals, Paltu, a lot of them. All right, this is what's being admired. You also seem to be the right person on the pedestal. You know how some people have power, authority, and they may not use it. They may also abuse it. People can tell you're the right one to have power. All right, they can tell you're a good person. All right, you're leading a great example, for your children or for your siblings, for the world in general. Okay, people really do think highly of you. This is what's being admired about you. I do feel like you live up to that word. You live up to, your reputation. I do feel like a lot of people say great things about you, and this is what's being admired. People hear someone talk about you, and then when they actually meet you, they're like, they were absolutely right. Paltu is exactly like that. Paltu is really a fun person. Paltu is a cool person. Paltu is very kind. this is what's being admired about you. I do feel like you also help people out the best way that you can. I don't feel like you give your all, but you give enough. You give enough, and it can sometimes even be a hug. It could be a word. It could be a handshake. All right. Yeah, this is what's being admired about you. So yeah, we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. So if this is resonating with you, pile 2, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership. All right, so if you chose pile 3, this is your reading, pile 3. So let's see what is secretly being admired about you. Do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now. And then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay. Some of you guys, you could have came from pile 1, or this could have been in all piles for you. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the Fool card again, and then the 9 of Cups. I'm already getting this message of you protecting yours, protecting what's right, all right, doing what's right. This is what's being admired about you. I'm getting this message, it's only right to do this. It's only right to help them, okay? You may be you're someone that recognizes, or at least brings recognition to good things, good deeds, okay? I can see that here. So say someone does something supportive, to you, for you, or they just put a star on their halo just by being a kind person, not expecting anything in return. I feel like you're the type that's going to bless them, all right? You're the type that's going to either compensate them, all right? They had no idea that they were going to be compensated for this, but you just happen to be a surprise. You happen to give that surprise. Or this could be you, recognizing this person, bringing recognition like, hey, I want to appreciate, pile 3 for this, okay? You may not go into details, but you may be someone that goes out of your way to show someone, hey, that was very kind of you, or I appreciate that, or, just to thank them. I can see this here. Yeah, with the Fool card here, I can see someone being surprised, like, oh, I wasn't expecting to, say, have my post shared, or be recognized for just a comment, all right? And I feel like some people are surprised by this because they may not think it's anything, but to that person, it's something. You could have been the first to like something, the first to comment, the first to share, the first to show support, okay? And I do feel like you're someone that people want to appreciate. They want to applaud. They want to bring recognition for you being a kind and supportive person. Yeah, the 9 of Cups is here. So you may also resonate with helping other people achieve their dream. Okay, you may be the kind of person that you're going to follow. If you watch, if you invest, you're going to like, you're going to follow. Okay, you're going to show your support. I feel like this 9 of Cups is like you've been there before. You understand, like we need each other to grow, or we can grow faster by supporting each other. All right, and again, it's also putting stars on your halo, so you already know this is good karma that you're racking up on. Okay, this is what's being admired about you. You seem to just go around blessing people. Okay, I can see that. The 7 of Wands here. All right, you also have a good way of defending other people, or at least keeping things safe, keeping things protected. A lot of people may trust you to babysit their dog or babysit their cat, their kids. Okay, watch someone. I'm definitely getting that. Like, people have you on a list that, yeah, it's okay for my child to be picked up by this person, or pile 3. Okay, you seem to be on a lot of people's good graces. Okay, this is what's being admired about you. This can even be the opposite. They can't say nothing bad about you. You always seem to impress people every day. Again, you come off as a surprise sometimes. You may resonate with surprising people. All right, maybe you like to show up and like, oh, I just want to pop up on someone's live and just comment. And you could be someone that has a big platform and, you're blessing this person, you're inspiring this person to keep going. Or this could be, you want to go see your grandma and, grandma's not having a good day. So, hey, before I go to grandma, let me go get her some of her favorite fruit. And you pop up, you show out. Like, that's the kind of surprising energy that you bring to people. Okay, this is what's being admired about you. All right. Yeah. And this can even be, you come over and, you were just expecting to stay a little bit, but then you end up staying a lot longer, or you may notice people want you to stay a lot longer. And I feel like it's because you make someone feel happy. You make someone feel really good and great. And it's not even lust, you guys. It's just you seem to have a good nature in general. All right. You are a good human being. Okay. Yeah. This definitely could be an all pause for you. But this is what's being admired about you. It's like some people can't really understand why they feel the way they feel when you come around, but all they know is that you make the house feel brighter. You make the load feel lighter. Okay. Yeah. You make someone, want to smile again. You make someone want to get out of bed. Okay. This is what's being admired. You really do make someone also get back to work, because I'm definitely getting that scenario of like supporting people that are still trying to get their platform off the ground. This is what's being admired about you. All right, you're not afraid to make yourself known in someone's comment section. This is what's being admired about you. Okay, you may also be very open about a journey. Some of you guys, you may be struggling with a journey of yours, and you have no problem with sharing it, and in hopes that it may help someone else keep going. Don't get discouraged. Don't get too discouraged. Like, we all have our days, we all have our moments. I can see that the 5 of Cups is in the back of the deck, so it's like you have no problem with spilling your tea. This is what's being admired. Okay, someone's like, oh, how did you build your castle? What kind of brick did you use? Where'd you get your bricks from? Oh, I got it from this store. It was this price. I do recommend this though. Okay, and also, I can tell based off this energy with the 7 of Wands, if you don't like something, or if something wasn't as good quality, you're going to put people on like, yeah, don't buy this because, it ended up breaking 2 days later. Okay. So it's like, you really don't let other people fail. Like you don't set people up for failure, pile 3. And this is what's being admired. I do feel like you're the right one, like the right friend, the right partner, the right support person. Okay. People admire who you are as a person, as a supportive individual in general. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like a lot of people love being in your group or a part of your team, someone that they know, someone that they talk to, even if it's just a comment section, like, hey, I just wanted to tell you this, or, compliments, like stuff like that. This is what's being admired about you. All right. So yeah, we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. So if this is resonating with you, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership.